Good morning, it's Dr. Ashley Romanchuk on my Focus Breath group. We're already into week 4, which is, I don't know where the time goes. So as every morning, open a window in the room that you are in, and ideally, air out the spaces in your house regularly. Fresh oxygen is a beautiful thing. If you're lying in bed and listening to this, just straighten out your spine and your hips, elongate your legs internally, this is internally. Rotate your femurs. Elongate your neck and your head. Bring your shoulders down away from your ears and down towards the bed. If you're seated, sit it on a cushion. Where are your sit bones? Are they equal and planted into the floor? Grounding down into our lower chakras. First and second chakra, we've gone over this. So if you want to go over the chakra videos again, just go back into my Facebook group or on YouTube. My name is Dr. Ashley Christina on YouTube, dr.ashley.kristina, and you can go over the past videos, which give the structural formation of all this. Abs are always engaged. Breathing, pranayama, focused breath, is not lazy man's work. I always suggest doing some ab work every day because abs are the key to everything, including just sitting at a desk job. You want to use your abs properly, and that also allows your lungs to work properly and your heart to work properly. Where are your shoulders in comparison to your bottom of your ribs, in comparison to your hips? Is your middle line in the middle? Again, chakra system. You want to bring your chin back, head elongated, ears over your shoulders. Just really tune into that and start paying attention to your breath. Don't change your breath, just attune into your breath. So breathing in through the nose and out. Tongue is always up at the roof of the mouth, behind the front teeth, always. And tuning to the breath. We attune to ourselves this morning. Ourself, not selves, one self, hopefully. How are you feeling? Particularly to the food that you ate yesterday. How does it make you feel today? Doing this every day, we get a little bit healthier, hopefully. If one is attuning to themselves and noticing that they're not feeling well and not making a change, that's not very loving to the self, not very kind. Definitely yoga teaches kindness and loving awareness, consciousness. So in this simple breath, attuning to the breath and focused breath, it's actually a whole systematic situation. So Hopefully there's no pain. If you're in pain, why are you in pain? What can you do about it? Are you stressed out? Are you breathing from your chest? Are you breathing from your diaphragm? Proper breathing is from your diaphragm, so you breathe in and your belly expands. So we're deepening our breath a little bit, starting to breathe in for a bit longer. Perhaps you can breathe in for a count of 4 and out. Whatever is natural to you, but just deepening the breath now through the nose and out. Some morning stretches, if you will. You can look over your shoulder. You can stretch sideways. If you're seated, you can put your legs out. Let's go into Jai breath. We haven't done that for a couple of days. So that's the breath at the seashore where you are breathing in just as you were, but you're now constricting so that you make a constricting noise as you go in and then breathe out. It really starts to sound like the seashore. So I'll start breathing with you, and this is a breath that you get through practice. So, Keep breathing as I speak. So every time you're breathing, you are consciously paying attention to your posture. You can heal your body through conscious awareness of your posture in space. Typically by the time of 30, even 20, people have poor posture in this skeletal posture, especially at the head and neck and spine. Makes a difference on the organ systems in the body. So, particularly, always keeping your head up towards the roof, your nose and your chin back towards the posterior back wall, shoulders down. Very quickly, we will get into this lazy position like this, where we crunch our neck, and guess what? By the time you're in your 40s and 50s, you get some sort of degenerative joint disease. We don't want that. So, posture, paying attention. Take that out into the real world. The real yogi is always paying attention to their breath, their posture, their gestures, how they are in the world. And then the real yogi after that doesn't give a shit. Really in themselves, but the process of yoga, as you go through it, you kind of blossom, very sattvic, peaceful. So, Ujjayi breath moves the prana of the body. The prana is the Vedic word for the chi, the energy systems. They move through the nadis in Vedic term. In the Chinese term, it's the meridian, and we've got lots of them. Okay, Chinese medicine maps them out as well. So these thousands of years of sciences and observation know these different things about the body. Ujjayi breath moves energy. Next, let's go into this just simple oxygenation breath, because there is a lot of people that are here just for the oxygenation. So that's simply breathing in through the mouth and out through the mouth. And a release of the breath. Don't control the release of the breath. Just And there's different ways to sit too. If you're seated and you're kind of getting uncomfortable, you can put one of your legs down and move like this. You can sit in full. Stretching out my hips. I'm going to do that for a little bit. Like that. Meditation, so feel the cold air moving through the back of the throat. It's pretty neat. Does it move equally? You need to move your head so it moves equally. Can you smile while you're doing it? This breath is a very unnatural breath, but it does a great job in reoxygenating the body really quickly. So keep going. Okay, let's go into detoxifying breath, because that's what my body's telling me it wants, and that's the purpose of this class. So I can only teach you these breaths, and the real yogi, the real one that goes through pranayama, will learn the pranayama breath techniques, and they will be so in tune with their body that they know which ones to do when they need to do them. So because I'm leading the class, I'm just following what my body needs and teaching you as I go. But as you become more advanced in pranayama, you don't need to come to this class. Ideally, you do them on your own, and you'll know what breath you need at what time. So right now, I'm like, oh, I feel like I've got extra heat or debris in my body, so I'm going to do this detoxifying breath. So we're using our drum muscle and our second chakra here. Breathing out through our mouth. If you're new to these classes, you might want to go over the past classes, because this has been all foundation before. So beginning with the out breath, don't worry on the in breath. The diaphragm recoils the breath in. So Oh, take a sip of water if you need. Remember that lion's breath? We just started it. That's a third detoxifying breath that we've learned. Very, very good. If you're somebody that's yin, yin means cold, dry, weak, tired, fragile, thin, dry skin, lacking energy. That is not the breath for you to be doing. If you're somebody that's a young constitution, these are Chinese terms. Somebody that's got some excess energy, excess weight, heat, oily skin, robust in their energy, perhaps eats too much food. Lots of people are like that, younger in nature. Great breath to bring the balance of the body. If anything of a burning throat, this is a great breath to release heat from the thyroid gland. Burning tummy, if you have foul smelling stools, this is a great breath. And also, why do you have that? Change your diet, or think about changing your diet if you love yourself. So we're going to now go into Dr. Andrew Wheel's breath for 7-8 breathing. Haven't done this in a couple of days. This retrains the cardiovascular system. Really great for anybody who has any weak heart. So like if you go and run and you're really weak at that, out of breath easily. Anybody has any angina, pain in their heart, arrhythmias even. So that's irregular heartbeat. Anybody that has anxiety too. And then anybody that just wants to retrain the lungs and the cardiovascular system. So we are going to breathe in through our nose for a count of 4 and breathe, hold, restrain the breath for a count of 7, breathe out for a count of 8. This is a very difficult breath. As I've said in many classes now, it took me several months to be able to do even a few rounds of it consecutively. It is important you try. If you can only do 1 or 2, then you have to breathe normal. Do that, then jump in when you can. Okay, so again, attuning to where your body is sitting. And, oh yeah, excuse me, early mornings. So we're going to breathe in. Tongue is always at the roof of the mouth. Breathe in for a count of 4, hold for a count of 7, breathe out for a count of 8. I am not going to count for you. This is focused breath. That means you are focusing. So you have to count for yourself. And this is also how you learn and how you learn to do the breaths properly and hopefully practice them. Take them out into your daily life and practice them. So everybody begin. Breathing in for 4, hold for 7, breathe out for a count of 8. breathing while I'm speaking. On the count of 8, it's not just that you breathe out and then maybe you'll make it to 6 and you got no more breath and you're going to go 7, 8. It's you breathe out and maybe you make it to 6 and you crunch down 7, 8. Put the last puffs of breath out. You're using your lower abdominal muscles. This is also training the digestive system. So you're pushing out any excess air out of your lungs. It's really changing the whole fascia system of the internal milieu of your lungs, cardiovascular, and putting them back into shape, basically. So when you're breathing out for this count of 8, which is very difficult to do, this is a very, very difficult breath technique. You are pushing out the, like you feel like it's a lot of work. Okay, and the 7, when you're holding for 7, there is an internal pressure that is kind of almost making you feel like your lungs could, not totally burst, but some people might have your respiratory and cardiovascular systems really out of shape. Yeah, it's hard to do. So this is a very, an incredible breath for sure. So we're going to keep doing it and really focusing on that. So breathing in for 4, hold for 7, breathe out for 8. Two more rounds. Okay, we're just gonna go to normal breath through our nose. In through our nose, out. Out their nose. Just notice how much you can expand the lungs now, the freedom you might feel. How you feel. Every breath is an attunement, every breath is a prayer. Can you, if you're breathing with your eyes closed, can you see colors? These are the chakras. Currently mine's a violet color. I'm often with violet. It's very third eye chakra. Sometimes it goes into yellow, sometimes it goes into green. Let's go into Nadi Shodhana. Again, we've been practicing this, so if you need the foundationals, go through the past videos. Pinky, ring finger, left nostril, middle, pointer, third eye, thumb, right nostril. Breathing in for a count of 4, breathing out for a count of 4, breathing in for a count of 4, breathing out for a count of 4. Count on your own, and let's begin. Keep breathing as I am speaking. As yesterday, practice catching your breath, especially with this one. If you don't feel quite like breathing in, wait a moment, wait a moment, wait a moment. It will come, okay? That's breathing with the divine timing. It is an art in pranayama to breathe with divine timing. So practice this when you're breathing, catching your breath, waiting for your inner will to breathe in instead of breathing in and out as you're expected to. So it's a fine balance. Everything in life is a fine balance. Two more rounds of this. Last round. Now we're going to breathe in for 4, plug both nostrils, restrain the breath, unplug the left nostril, breathe out for 4, plug both nostrils, restrain the breath at the bottom, unplug the left nostril, breathe in for 4, plug both nostrils, restrain, breathe out for 4. You count on your own time. So Restraining at the bottom and the top of the breath. Really surrender to the place of the restraining. Like, let yourself get lazy, fall into the place of peace that's found here. Feel it. This brings big balance to the body, including the pineal gland, hormonal system, thyroid, kidneys. Last 2 rounds. Breathing through the nose normally. How do you feel? This is a very incredible breath to very, 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 very balance the body. It's probably one of my favorite breath techniques. Some yeses and nos. Can help align the spine after that. And I believe it is the end of class, so I'm going to end the class with some poems. You're welcome to join and sit in meditation for a few moments, even if it's just a few moments. Thoughts can happen in a couple moments of the meditation. Intention, mind off, just presence. This class is run completely by donation, so email transfer to my email is how I'm running these classes, and what you believe is worth is basically your own integrity. akromanchuk@gmail.com is my email, akromanchuk@gmail.com. Please tell your friends, family, colleagues about this class, and I will see you tomorrow, 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Thank you, namaste. Oh.